One sailboat, two dogs, endless stories, spearfishing, storm chasing, fish fries, and deep sea dives. This is the dream we're living.
Hey guys, here's this week's video. Hope you enjoy.
We said goodbye to my parents, and we also said goodbye to their car rental. So this was our last time using it, and the last time we'll have a car on this island until we get back to Florida.
All right, we got Kyle and his two friends, Jason. And what's your name again? Damien. All right, so they're both Florida boys.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so they're probably pretty good, just like Kyle. We were out here for about 15 minutes last time, and Kyle got a hogfish. So, can one of them beat his performance? We'll see. Moved over to the shallower reef to have a better time. Have not seen any sizable fish yet. Kyle shot at one hogfish, no success. What do we got?
Hey, we got a nice hog and a nice little trigger. Trigger's giving us a little bit of fight.
Kyle didn't kill him.
She's still alive. The hog, though, she's done. She's shitting herself.
Yeah, something going on with the hog where her stomach's coming out of her ass. Usually if you grab the hog by the tail, you can get a nice hold of them.
Right here. They got teeth on them.
Oh yeah, they do.
Pretty good.
Yep, that's good size. Bigger than your head?
Yeah, definitely.
All right, we're eating good tonight along with the tuna. What do you got, Kyle?
I got a little schoolmaster snapper.
You said they don't get much bigger though.
They get a little bigger, but not too much bigger. But also, you know, these fish can have ciguatera,
Ooh,
so you don't want to get them
too big, right?
Kind of assholes, to be honest.
Yeah,
with you.
look at that. He put a nice cut in my line.
It might be right in that spot where it's like blue.
There we go. Okay.
All right, we got 3 fish now. We got 3 fish. We have you said school snapper?
Yeah, schoolmaster snapper.
Schoolmaster snapper, triggerfish, and a hogfish. The biggest hogfish is Jason's. The other 2 are Kyle's. And we're going to call it in about 10 minutes because that bad boy's going down. So have ourselves a nice fish fry tonight. I'll get the grill going on my boat and get these bad boys grilled up.
You just keep pumping it up. Yeah.
So how we do?
Pretty decent.
We happy?
Yeah, I mean, I guess the rush of adrenaline at the end for getting the fish we wanted helped. But...
Yeah, Damien and I had the anchor stuck. And we couldn't get it loose. And then I look to my left, and you have a giant hogfish. I look to my right, you have a triggerfish, and the anchor's still stuck. And Damien's like, I can't get it. So I throw on the mask, I jump in, I grab it out, and then I gun it to you guys.
I didn't know it was you that went for it. I thought Kyle was...
All right, well, Damien, Jason, and Kyle are working on getting the triggerfish, the schoolmaster fish, and the hogfish all cut up. They're going to give me the fillets from the triggerfish and the schoolmaster fish, and I'm going to cook them. And then Kyle is going to make ceviche with the hogfish, which was the biggest fish. These are tuna steaks that my dad had left, and I'm making these for us four as well. Would you be able to handle that weather?
No, I would be so scared.
All right, now I'm frying the triggerfish. So we'll have some fried fish fingers, and then I cooked up the snapper. Snapper's right here, baked full. And the fried fingers are about done. Very proud of myself. This is the triggerfish that Kyle got. And it's making amazing fish nuggets with some Chick-fil-A sauce. Yum. All right, last thing on the menu is the ceviche that Kyle made.
Yeah.
Devoured the fish. Was it good?
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah. What's up, guys? So I figured I'd fill you in on something. Obviously, we haven't really talked much about our boat lately, and I have been noticing that I've been having to run my bilge pump quite a bit lately, but we've also been running our AC like 24/7. So I wanted to look into it a little bit more. We actually have this shower box here with a bilge pump built in that's connected to our AC unit, and the condensation that fills into that white
box there is supposed to go down into the shower pump. Then the shower pump has an automatic float switch that follows the other tube out to the side of the boat. And that wasn't happening. I just found this piece here that goes in. I found it on the ground in the bilge. And so it was disconnected from the shower pump, and this was not being used at all. So I don't know if that was on purpose. I don't think it would have been, but now I'm gonna let it calm down a little bit. We're running our aft AC. Haven't ran that in a few weeks. It's always good to run your ACs. And in a little bit, when I feel that this is completely cooled off because it's piping hot, we'll turn it on again, and we'll see if this bilge pump starts running instead of me having to run our actual floor bilge pumps. So I know it's a bit dirty down there. Maybe that's a little embarrassing, but we don't live down there. We don't store anything down there. We clean it up like every month. So it just gets that dirty because of this water, but maybe I'm fixing the problem now. We'll see. Biggest thing I noticed though was there was water coming out the sides here, and this piece is like almost rotted out. So I'm hoping this fixes that problem. You will always have problems in a boat, and your boat is probably broke, and you probably have problems right now. You just don't know about them. I mean, that problem was probably going on it has been going on always. But now we're changing it. As you can see, I'm really hot. It's piping hot out. It's like 80 degrees out. I'm gonna go sit back in the AC room for a little bit. This is the current situation. I made a new shower box with a Tupperware. I burnt 2 holes into it so that the tubes could go into it. This tube is now leaking into the shower box, so we know that's where it's going to be draining from now on. And the keel bolts are dry. I dried out over there. I dried out over there. Now I'm drying out this piece of wood right here. Once this piece of wood's completely dried out, and this one, as you can see, it's dark, I'm going to go ahead and try it again. But I'll not be turning that AC on until all of that wood is dried out. So it looks pretty bad. You can see right there on the side there's quite a bit of water damage. So stinks that I let that go on for so long, but that's what I get for not being a diligent owner. Because this is Chinese.
Yeah.
You see this?
Yeah.
This is Chinese. Kyle's got a reverse steering wheel, so I'm sitting in the front seat. This is gonna be so crazy. I've never.
Well, kind of start.
Why, Sam? Why are you getting a catamaran? Well, after just telling Bree that Sam Holmes, the real sailor, isn't getting a catamaran, he just announced that he's getting a catamaran. Now everybody's getting a catamaran. Spirit Animal's getting a catamaran. Everybody is getting a catamaran. Dallas is building one. Gosh. Wow. What about monohull life, yo?
Like, upset, shocked, frustrated. What an ending.
Just did a little fishing with Kyle and his buddy. Can't remember his name right now. We jumped off the swing again, the tire swing and the rope swing. I caught a grunt. And now making some mac and cheese. They're grabbing some Goombay Smash from the liquor store. And then we're all going to go fishing again and drink some of that. But wanted to get some food in me. Brianna still wants to go to the pool. So we're just wrapping things up here. Starting to plan our time in Michigan. So things are getting real. We're leaving soon.
I did what I wanted to do in that play.
We're going to clean up our cockpit today because it's looking a bit messy and our time's coming to an end here. But what are we going to go do right now?
Work out.
We're going to go do our what day of Pilates?
7.
7th day of Pilates. Today's 10 minutes. Yesterday was 20.
Somebody stole one of the mats that is usually in here. So, kind of crazy. Also, and he's stuck. So, I will be getting him out of here. Well, the good news is I saved that little guy from the corner, but then he jumped off and he ran into here. And then I saw another one. So I think there's 2 that are underneath there. Oh, see, there's one. I would like to save them and get them outside because, I mean, in the gym is no place for a lizard.
What are we making?
Papa Bananas.
Papas. So what is it?
It is mashed potatoes. This is fake meat, but meat, egg, and breadcrumbs.
And then it goes into,
The fries.
but it's not hot yet, so don't put it in there.
Oh, there's like water back in here, so he's probably going back in
It will,
there.
once you see it start bubbling, then you can put it in. But it's still, we just turned it on, so.
All across the
Finished.
desert.
How'd they turn out?
You don't have to work that hard to
Amazing.
find
They're
some
amazing.
pretty
It's
cool stuff just sitting on the
Mashed
surface.
potatoes fried with fake meat in the middle with panko.
We just got,
Watching some Sailing Sunday and hanging out.
Emergency alert.
We all just woke up. It's 1:30 a.m. This is leaking horribly. That part of our ceiling is leaking bad, which means there's probably water getting underneath the ceiling. And it's raining so bad out you can barely see the water because the rain is just a torrential downpour. And yeah, so this is supposed to go on until 3 a.m. and it's only 1:30. It's extremely gloomy out. It's like 7 a.m. and it is dark. It's been storming all night, crazy lightning and thunder all night, and it's gonna come again at 10 a.m. So it happens to the dinghy when it rains all night. It's completely full of water and everything's floating. I left this off because I wanted it a freshwater wash down with the rain. I don't know if that was smart. We'll see if it starts. But obviously I'm gonna let it dry out first, but I think it's gonna be fine. Last night during the torrential downpour, our DORAD vent was leaking right onto our couch really badly. Got one of our blankets completely soaked. So now I've unscrewed it from the deck and now I'm gonna clean it out and I'm gonna wipe around the seal. I think there's probably a leak in the seal itself. So here's what I'm looking at. Looks like no one's been down here in at least a decade. So maybe it needs a little love. Looks way cleaner right away, but now I think it's kind of revealed where the issues are. I think someone tried to caulk this up once already, and if I had to guess, water's getting in through there. I'm not positive, but it's leaking into our ceiling as well, not just coming right through this hole. So I've got to figure out where that water's coming into the ceiling also. Okay, so after using a flathead just to kind of scrape away the old caulk, it's definitely obvious that there's a leak right there that the caulk failed on, and this thing's pretty loose. So I'm just gonna grab some caulk and maybe sand it down a little bit to clean it up and then just re-caulk it, and should be fine. All right, after tearing apart half the boat, we found the sealant, and now I'm gonna vacuum up what I took off and reseal it up. I got some gloves so I don't touch it, and should be good to go. Okay, got it applied. I'm gonna rub it down now with my finger with the silicone glove on, and it's starting to rain right now, so I guess I'm doing it. I guess it's good that we're doing this right now. All right, got silicone around it. I put a little bit of silicone in each of the screw holes. I'm gonna put it back on and call it a good. Some people have their boats like they know where everything is exactly when they need it, and we're still working on that ourselves. We're not the best at it, but it's a project every single season to try to get better at. But just to find that frickin' sealant, this is the outcome that we're currently trying to take care of. So a bit frustrating and annoying, but we're working on it. Success. How long did that take you?
I don't know, like 20 minutes. So.
20 minutes almost. Just for some silicone. I left my outboard plastic cover off, up out of the water all night during a horrible storm. Like crazy downpour. Go out there this morning, get all the water out of the dinghy, get all the water out of the engine because there's freaking water in there. Put the protective cover back on, yank it 40 times, and it doesn't start.
So then you check Google and it said it was flooded.
Yeah, so Google said open the throttle all the way, turn the choke off, and pull the cord again.
So we did, and it worked.
Yep, so engine's fine again. That 1997 is amazing. All right, today is how many minutes?
20 minutes.
20-minute workout of Pilates. So let's get right to it, I guess. I'm really worried. All right, we're out here again with Kyle and his buddy. And we're gonna try to catch some fish with our spears. And then tonight I'll make some fried fish. And it'll taste just like Chick-fil-A. It'll be amazing. They don't have Chick-fil-A on this island. They only have Wendy's.
KFC.
KFC, true. And a Burger King. But no McDonald's. At least that I saw. What you got? Nice. There goes its guts.
Not a great shot, but it'll do.
Hey, we got fish. There is a giant sea turtle. It's massive. You can see it. That is a sea turtle. It's huge. I really hope that you guys can see it. Look at, there's its head. I just saw a massive sea turtle, like as big as my dinghy. His head was huge. His head was bigger than mine. I don't know where it went now, but I'm still in the same spot I'm anchored. Boys are back there, but the sea turtle's in front of me. Now I'm sure they found it. They're both chasing after it now. It's so massive. It's gotta weigh more than us. It's massive. So we were just in this perfect blue weather, and this has appeared. And over the water, you can almost see the split right there. Yeah, and Ryan's right there. I think Ryan might be ready to be done. I'm ready to go in. I've been out here for 2 hours and we got one hogfish. So Kyle, our resident fisher, is making his way back to the boat as well. So things may be coming to an end. Just got a bug. Kyle went out on a sail with his buddy Ryan. They're coming back in right now. Probably a nice sail. Was dealing with some bank issues, so I opted not to go with. They invited me. I should have went. Probably would have been a lot more fun and less stressful. And there's a shark in the water right there. I don't know if you could see it or not. Scooby, it's back on. Come here. We're watching the Masters.
I go out real quick. And then, yeah, whatever's in the fridge and the cupboard, go left. And there's, you know, I feel bad because there's not a lot of food.
No, you're good. We ate. We just ate breakfast, so.
We're
Okay, yeah.
running through all of our food before we have to leave here, you know.
Boat. We're on Dan's boat, and he's gonna bring us to Peterson Key or K,
This is where we're
and we're going to do our first ever scuba diving tutorial from the 2 dive masters. I don't know if Dan's actually a dive master, but Kyle is. Kyle is a dive master.
Look at Scooby.
Scooby said, "What's down there?" They've never been on a boat like this before, so we'll see how they like it.
Should we take off their leashes?
The front here is really awesome. It's nice and shaded. It's still up in the wind, so it's got a breeze to it. I think the dogs will love it up here.
And we're off.
These things usually are dead like mine. It's just yeah. Yeah, I have seen bugs too. That's what I've learned out of the US. The only reason special.
Yeah, if you put the dinghy down, my dogs will love you.
Velma loves the dinghy. She is a big dinghy dog.
I wonder how deep it is. Maybe just like 8 feet.
All right, well, Dan and Kyle are about to go dive. Kyle's a dive master.
Yep.
And Dan is a PADI certified?
I'm Patty and that new SS whatever it is.
SSI.
Yeah, SSI.
What does that mean?
Just another like Patty. It's all the same thing. Yeah.
And Brianna's down here. What are you doing?
I was using it it does feel better with the life jacket, and I think I'm getting the hang of it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Life jacket seems just a little big.
Learn how to do that because this afternoon we're gonna take the boat on the other side of the island where it's deeper, and you'll be able to see fish and stuff.
Heck yeah.
It'll be cool.
I'll practice here and I'll get
So
good
that's
for
why
that.
I pulled into 10 feet.
Yeah, we love that. Thank you. Yeah, and Dan's got his dinghy down, and maybe those dogs will get a ride. We'll see.
Yep. He's all ready to go if you want to go.
Yeah, we'll play in the water first. Kyle didn't catch anything on the way over, but he had his lines out.
I failed.
It's all right. He's been very successful spearfishing, so he's got to be bad at one thing.
There is electric start on the dinghy. Well, we still got the way back.
Yeah, apparently this is a state or national park, Peterson Key or K, but that's it. It's about maybe a 2-acre island. You having fun?
Yeah, but I might take a break.
How's it going?
But did you get a video of me doing it?
I'm videoing you right now. My phone just got unhot. Here's Brianna doing some hookah diving with our buddies. Rope that's connected to the tank. It's pretty awesome. So you can just go and breathe forever. Probably gonna bring the dogs on a dinghy ride here soon.
This is a dive compressor.
All right, Kyle's down there. Dan's down there as well. Dan asked him to meet him at the anchor, so you can see the bubbles from Dan right there. Kyle's making some last minute adjustments, and they're gonna go out. You can see that line right there. They're gonna head towards that line and go down about 80 feet and get some awesome footage. Brianna's loving her time. She loves this device. It goes to a tank, and you can just dive with it. There's Kyle and Dan. I think they had a great time. They sound like it. Dan's really treating Bree now. She doesn't even know I'm bringing her rigatoni pasta right now.
Yay! Thank you, Dan. Oh my gosh, this looks so good. We can share.
Little does he know, she loves this. She's got her flippers on. That's why she's struggling so much. We're trying to use a ladder with flippers. Hi, Kyle.
I don't know, something. Oh, it's a mahi.
It's a mahi. Maybe. We'll see. He's reeling it in.
I want to watch. I want to watch.
Do you have a gaff?
Yeah, do you have a gaffer and that?
A gaff's a giant hook to like.
Yeah, I got 2 of them. These things.
Hell yeah.
Where is it?
It has
Big teeth.
vicious teeth. He's trying to get it off without touching it.
Alright, so here's what I'll do.
What do you need me? I
If
can
you have
help.
pliers, that will help.
Yeah, there's pliers.
Don't get bit. Oh,
There we go.
There he goes. Perfect.
That
All
was
right, well.
awesome.
Hey, a fish is a fish.
That is a private yacht.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's
Hey, what'd you just see?
A turtle.
Woo!
Hope you enjoyed the video. Next video will be us getting ready to take our boat out of the water.